In France during the 1700s, there were 3 estates, or groups of people. In the first estate, there were the clergy, which were the people that represented the church. In the second estate were the nobles, who were the people who supported the kingdom as warriors or by holding certain high-ranking positions in society. In the third estate, there was everyone else, around 25 million people, and made up 97% of the population. The third estate started getting really angry over time because they were the only group that had to pay taxes, even though they were the poorest estate. They were also forced to do free labor anytime they were needed. On top of this, France was in massive debt, which means they owed money to somebody else. They fought a 7-year-long war, funded the American Revolution. King Louis XVI built the extravagant Palace of Versailles, and everything Queen Marie Antoinette unknowingly stole the castle had to pay for. The fact that they weren't taxing the richest people and only raised the taxes of the people that had no money did not help France's debt. The third estate eventually had enough. They wanted change. They wanted a revolution. The people of France could only wait so long. The National Assembly was a gathering of the 3 estates to talk about problems. However, the first and second estates realized that if they worked together, then they might be able to quiet the cries of the third estate. When they locked the third estate out of their plans, the third estate went to a tennis court where they swore to create the Declaration of the Rights of Man. Once they finished, they stormed the Bastille, which was a fortress that enforced the law, and tore it down, brick by brick. The Reign of Terror was led by the Committee of Public Safety, which was mainly led by Robespierre, a great public speaker who wanted equality and believed in the natural rights of humans. During the Reign of Terror, there were many executions, mainly of the people who were against or prevented these ideas. During the Reign of Terror, both King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette were captured, had trials 9 months apart, were accused of treason, executed, and had their severed heads paraded around on spears. While the war was going on, however, Napoleon was rapidly rising through the ranks in the military, and once the king and queen were overthrown, Napoleon took his chance to strike. He and his allies overthrew the 4-year-old French Directory government. Napoleon then became France's leader through a rigged election. Once he had power, he established and spread post-revolutionary ideas in France, starting with a complete makeover of the army. He restructured the government, banking, and educational systems. 15 years after he gained power, Austria, Prussia, and Russia forces defeated his army, took over Paris, and banished him to the island of Elba. The Congress of Vienna took place after Napoleon's downfall and was a series of international meetings used to discuss and agree on a new system for the European political and constitutional order. One of the short-term effects was that it redrew the boundaries of the countries in Europe, while one of the long-term effects was that it obtained a long-lasting balance in Europe and prevented any large-scale European wars until World War I.
That's all, folks.